The SmallCapPower CEO interview featuring Mint Technology Corp.
Mint's a Toronto Stock Exchange venture company. We're a payments processing business. Our business is based in the Middle East and emerging markets. Our headquarters are in Toronto, but our business centre is in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. And our specialty product is payroll. And we process payroll for over 2,000 corporate clients throughout the Middle East.
Can you tell our viewers a little about your products and marketplace?
We compete in the Middle East, right across the Middle East, predominantly in the Gulf region. Our core product is the processing of payroll. Our customers are large employers all the way down to small employers. Our largest customer, we manage the payroll for some 36,000 employees who get paid on our card every payday. And our smallest customer is 3 employees. In addition to processing that payroll, we obviously also manage the card which the payroll is loaded to. And we also own an ATM network. And over the last 12 months, that customer base now has grown to over 2,000 employers and over 200,000 cards that we manage for the employees of our clients.
So what do you consider your key competitive advantage in the marketplace?
Well, Mint's the largest non-bank payroll processing company in the Middle East. So not being a bank is in fact our greatest competitive advantage. We provide a very personalised service. Our offering is a solution, it's not a product. We manage payroll, we do all the compliance and reporting to government authorities, including the Central Bank and the Ministry of Labour in the Emirates. And on top of that, because this is all we do, we have a very high level of customer touch and service, and we're also cheaper than the banks. The banks find it very difficult to deliver a payroll card, debit card solution to migrant or unbanked workers. And because that's our core competency, we can do it a lot cheaper than the banks. So we're very price competitive as well.
Mint recently increased its ownership in its subsidiary Mint Middle East to 100%. What is the significance of this development for the company?
Well, Mint originally owned 60% of our subsidiary, which we'd bought from the founders of that business in Dubai in 2009. We've now encouraged those founders to swap their interest in Mint Middle East for shares in Mint Technology Corporation, the listed company. So we now have all of the stakeholders in the same vehicle, which will create a lot more value and focus for shareholders in the corporation. And as we've now turned the corner from a profitability standpoint, it also means that we're able to consolidate 100% of the revenues and the profits, whereas previously we were only consolidating 60%. So as we turn the corner in this business, it's a good time to do that.
Mint recently released a guidance for 2011. How do you plan to meet the revenue and EBITDA projections? 3
ways. Firstly, organic growth. Our product in the United Arab Emirates is mandated by law. So every employer in the country must pay their migrant workers by way of a payroll card or open a bank account for them. So we have a business that's driven by the legal requirements for employers. And so we're adding about 5,000 new cardholders every month organically. Secondly, we're growing geographically. These laws are basically being expanded right across the region. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Jordan are countries where we're expanding into at the moment. And we'll also be growing the business by following those legal precedents into those new regions. Thirdly, we have an acquisition that we will be announcing shortly, and that will significantly increase our cards under management. In fact, we'll nearly double the size of our business before the middle of this year. So those 3 components put together, I would say that as we have 200,000 cards generating revenue today, by the end of this calendar year, that should be well in excess of 500,000.
How do you see your recent round of financing assisting in the company's growth?
Well, twofold. Firstly, as we decided to refocus our business in the Middle East, we needed to pay down some short-term debt and liabilities we had here in Canada. and that recent capital raising cleaned up our balance sheet. So we now have longer term debt, more equity in the balance sheet, and a business that's growing in the Gulf region. The other half of the money that we raise will be put towards new products and growing into these new regions that I mentioned before.
What do you see as the major investment catalyst over the next 12 months?
I think the company will grow exponentially as it has over the last 12 months. You know, 12 months ago we had 20 clients, today we have 2,000. 12 months ago we had 30,000 cards, today we have 200,000. 12 months ago our revenue was a tenth of what it is today. For the next 12 months we don't see growth probably at that rate, but certainly I think we'll double the business again in terms of revenue. We'll generate a profit in accordance with our guidance in excess of $2 million this year. And thirdly, I think we'll create a very valuable asset. Businesses like Mint in the payment processing space tend to be measured and valued by the number of cardholders on the platform, not necessarily revenue and profit, which of course comes along with that. So yeah, we're looking for another really strong year, but a year of profitable growth now that we've passed the break-even mark.
For all you need to follow the Mint Technologies story, see their company hub on SmallCapPower.com. SmallCapPower.com. Investment ideas and research.